When we had last left Team Bald, their adventures in Athkatla continued. This time, a cup was returned, and Keldorn and Animan got real mad and murdered the hell out of the fallen paladins. However, Sir Ryan Troll, back at the Order of the Radiant Heart, was pretty happy about this and kind of knew that it was going to happen. It was effectively a setup. But the cup was then returned, and now they set out to find the tomb of Dragomir. However, it seemed as if they would need to find someone else, Hexxat, in order to find the tomb entrance, which perhaps had already been revealed to them, but we shall see. This is Baldur's Gate 2, Enhanced Edition. Welcome back. Let's unhide all of this. Good. And let's head on back over to, actually, Darne's Keep. All right, let's do that real fast. Where's our fastest way out of here, in fact? Oh, is there only one entry and exit point for this district? I think so.
All right, then.
Yeah. Can I? Oh, no, wait. I can go here. Okay. Yeah, I just need to follow it through all the way up here. Not around this area, but up here. Okay. But yeah, Gentle Viewer at Nubile Reptile wrote in basically confirming our suspicions that, in fact, the quest does require you to have Hexxat with you in order to proceed with it. So we'll have to leave someone here. I'm guessing it's between Keldorn and Mazzy, and probably going to be Keldorn because Mazzy goes back to trade meet. Maybe Keldorn goes somewhere too when you dismiss him, but we know for a fact that Mazzy goes back to trade meet rather than waiting exactly where you said, right? I mean, I guess we could check. Right, let's do a quick look. Reform party. Maybe I just did it incorrectly. Remove.
Are you sure that you wish me to leave? There is still much good that we need to accomplish in this place.
I think it's best that we go on alone. Okay, yeah, we have no choice in it. Okay, so then reform party. Keldorn.
I trust you wish to continue our journey.
No, it would be best if we went separate ways for now. Perfect. Why is Mazzy the one exception? Is it because she actually has a family? I mean, Keldorn has family, though I guess they fucking hate him. Mazzy has family that loves her, right? What about Jan? If we said the same to Jan, would Jan also go back? Jan has a loving family that exists, right? If you wish me to leave your service, so be it. I shall return to the Order and see if they require my service. That is where I shall be if you have need of me. We'll meet you there if we have need of your services. You can't go there. Why don't you just wait here, and if we need you again, we'll come back for you. I'm surprised he didn't say anything to me. Just straight up saying, you can't go there. You can't. I shan't allow it. I forbid it. Alright, let's head on back to the Copper Coronet. There we are. Now also, there may be some weird issues with this, being as we're a very high reputation group, if not maxed out, I believe. And evidently Hexxat is evil. Which may also give us some insight into how this quest may play out.
Yes.
Okay, we shall see though. If I remember, Hexxat was somewhere back around this area, right? Hendak, Hildark, Hexxat. A lot of H's.
Excuse me. I need to go to Dragomir's tomb.
Very well. This is, of course, an enhanced edition character. It's always glaringly obvious. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Right? That it is glaringly obvious whenever it's brand new stuff added by Beamdog, the people who, like, I don't know, worked on the enhanced edition, who made it, like, increase the fidelity, I guess? I don't know. Made it more playable on modern systems, or modern hardware, I should say. I would say it's probably a good thing, if I had to guess. I would reason it's maybe a good thing that, because the enhanced edition and its additions, and it's the enhanced edition and its additions were made so far removed from the original game being made. If they were closer together or something, right? And it felt more like a traditional DLC or expansion for its era, it would be bad. But because it's a completely different developer and set of people, right? It's not even the same developer under, like, a different name. It's completely different folks working on it. I feel like maybe it is better that it's so obvious and, like, so clearly signposted, I feel, that it is different stuff, that it's made by different people after the fact, you know? Because to me, I think there's a very good case for them having done so intentionally, because at the very least, the player icons, sure, you could say, like, oh, the voice actors sound different because they had a different budget or whatever, right? The recording studio even sounds a little inconsistent or different. Let alone, obviously, different writers, different styles of writing. Like here, far less verbose than most people we encounter in Baldur's Gate, right? Just off the bat. And of course, voice acted. But if they did want to even attempt to sort of mimic the core game, they could have done so by almost like desaturating and adding like a vaguely, not entirely, but vaguely like sepia filter over the icons, right? And of course, everybody looks incredibly yassified, right? Continues to be one of the wildest things of Baldur's Gate 2, I think, is the yassification of everybody. Jaheira in particular, well, I guess any of the first game followers converted over to the sequel, right? It looks incredibly yassified. All right. Very well, can you lead me there? What's exactly in it for me? I'm afraid I don't have time for that at the moment. All right, can you lead me there?
Yes. To the graveyard district. The tomb is there. We should leave now.
There's like a demon inside of you, huh? Is that what's going on? Is that why you talk so strange? You have like your name is also Hexxat? Do you have is there a demon within you? Okay. Our journal has been updated. I met a woman by the name of Hexxat. She seemed a strange sort, and needed help in reaching some place called the Tomb of Dragomir. I've agreed to aid her for the time being. Wow, she's very low level. Or very low health, at least. Level 8 thief? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess she's higher level than a dual classer, right? Animan is only a level 7 fighter. Is it dual class or multi-class? Yeah, dual class. I'm never going to know the difference. Yeah, and Jan is multi-class, whereas this motherfucker is dual. I guess it has to do with the level rates. They level a lot quicker. I don't know. Okay, let's head on out. Oh, there we go. You finally got your level up. You are a neutral evil thief. Should we read your bio? Yeah. When asked about her past, Hexxat is exceedingly vague. Of her past, she says little, when she says anything at all. Her future plans are equally nebulous. It is possible that she once visited Dragomir's tomb. If she didn't, she is certainly anxious to get there now. Okay, well, let's level you up, I suppose. Well. How about crossbow as well? Why not? You've already got a decent slew of skills here. Okay. I don't know. We probably won't ever use this character after this. So let's just put in, moves silently, I suppose. Because Jan is kind of our go-to, right? There we are. And like that. Okay. I guess we could detect illusion as well. I don't know. Good. Okay. Sure. Do we have any excess items we can pass over to this person? I don't know that we do, really. Does Jan have other crossbows? No. Oh, I guess we can hand over a longsword or whatever. Or a short sword. This one is the extra attack per round, immunity to hold and paralysis. Okay. I can do that. There we are. The Kundane. Anything else we could give you? Oh yeah, you're evil. You can wear the gross shit. Oh, you freak. Oh, you absolute freak. Oh, you love it, don't you? Oh, disgusting. Okay. Huh. Hide armor. Is that better for you as well? Oh, gross. Oh, you're so foul. I don't know, this is kind of fun. Okay. There we are. Oh, should we sell stuff here? Wasn't it Bernard we had to talk to sell stuff?
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Okay, buy and sell. Did I sell off my rogue stone here? Evidently, these are pretty important, and I should consider just holding on to the higher-ranking gems. Forgot to write it down, but yeah, there is reason to do that. Okay, well. Let's pawn off some of our trash here real quick. Get rid of these. Good. Halberd +1. The only +1s we're really willing to keep at the moment are various ammo types, I think. Okay. Sure.
Huh? This will be simple.
Let's head on back over. Hexxat said that they would show us to the tomb, but that is evidently not true. Maybe we actually have to go there.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay. Honestly, I would have thought the Hexxat would be a
No
caster.
time at all.
Maybe it's the amulet.
What do you want?
Okay.
All
Going
right.
through
Then.
this way, and we want to go to... Oh dear lord. The Graveyard District. There we are.
What?
Apologies as well. Short video, like I had said in the past. Actually, I forget if I said during this week's Baldur's Gate. Shorter
This is the
videos all the way
place.
around.
The tomb of Dragomir.
All the way around this week. Because it is Dragon's Dogma 2 week, and I'm fairly excited for it. Today especially. Okay. Do you have a way in? I came, I saw, I had second thoughts, I left. Open it. I would see this great treasure you promised. I came, I saw, I had second thoughts, I left. Are we being funny? Do you have a way in?
Did it. Before.
Then let's do this. You did. When? Then do it again. There's plundering to be done. You did? When?
I don't remember.
Perhaps something inside will jar your memory. That's not as helpful as I'd hoped, but you can get it open. I like this less and less with each passing second. Let's withdraw, take some time, and see if you can recall any more details of this place. Okay, perhaps something inside will jar your memory. A terrifying howl escapes the opening tomb door. You shiver as a sinister presence washes over you. You must enter the tomb, you must enter the tomb. Oh no, thieves.
I shall overcome!
For the order!
Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Sure. Well, let's go in.
What would you ask? Yes.
I must enter.
Okay, we'll go together. You sure that's a good idea, Hexxat? Because between the evil spirit assault out there and the blinding Stygian darkness in here, I'm dead certain it isn't. And now that I think of it, I wish I'd used a different phrase to describe how certain I am. We'll go together. Alright. Sure. Let's do it. Oh. Whoa! Oh, okay.
The treasure is still here.
Well, good news. Let's retrieve it and be on our way. Wait a second, this isn't going to be some metaphorical treasure, is it? The last thing I need is to learn an important truth about myself. Where is it? Oh my gosh. You can definitely tell. It's like at every opportunity that they have to have a little bit of a goofy response, they're taking it. Okay. Where is it? Good news, let's retrieve it and be on our way. Okay. Where is it?
The tomb must be opened.
You must enter the tomb. Why? Aren't we already in the tomb? Living or dead, no one commands Lila Schnub. Aren't we already in it? Free us!
Awake the sleeper.
Oh no.
I shall overcome!
Okay. It's the real Hexxat.
Righteousness shall prevail.
You're doomed.
Well, why would they bury Hexxat in the tomb of Dragomir, huh? If that's the case. Oh. There is a small slot within the wall that a cylinder of some sort could fit into. Is there really? Oh, this, right here. I don't have a cylinder for it. Okay. Sure. Shade Wolf, over here. Did we just step on a booby trap? I don't think so.
This isn't working. This isn't working.
This new
This
effect.
isn't working.
Well, this ain't great.
This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working.
My gosh, they're splitting up and everything.
This isn't working.
Oh, sure, I'm wishing we had fucking what's-his-name here right about now. Okay, maybe if we roll up with our sword.
Nature's servant awaits.
Let's see, let's get big heals going. If you can even survive to take them. No, well,
I have lost my balance.
we tried. Okay, let's do a res then. There you go. Okay, and then take these again. Great. There we are. Don't we have, like, also some bracers or whatever? Some extra ones? Shit, I guess not. Oh, you know what? I think they were on Keldorn. And what can you do? Okay, we can have you try throwing daggers,
Get
I
on
guess.
with it.
That said, it ain't
Just
gonna
as
be
I
great
would
for
have
in here.
thought.
Okay. Actually, you know what? You're not as proficient with the weapon. Give that back to Mazzy. And then... Or is Arbane's Sword of Agility a Mazzy-only weapon? No. There we go. And you use that. Yeah, because Mazzy has way lower Thaco.
This will be simple. Don't
booby
yell.
trap.
I can hear you just... Yes. A standard tactic, that.
Okay. Should we check out these?
No time at all.
Okay. Doesn't seem like we need to disarm them or
All
anything.
right, then.
Whoa, an incomplete skeleton. Looks like a bruiser mate. This ancient skeleton has at some point been disturbed from its rest, and now lies incomplete. Okay, sure. Hey, maybe we all put these together, huh? Alright. That's 2 incomplete skeletons I'm lugging around now. Oh, now there's 3. Actually, you know what? These ones you can just hold on to. There we are. Let's get this ID'd. Dagger +2. Oh. Speed factor is 0. Speed factor is 1. Let's try that. Right, because if you're gonna miss a lot of attacks,
Yes.
maybe at least make a whole bunch of them. Okay. Oh, that's a wall right there. Very well. Good. Head on through this. Oh no, more shade wolves. Devil shade.
Has no effect.
Weapon has no effect.
Guess we ought to swap around Animan's situation here a bit. Good. And then, same goes for Jaheira. Just fire off directly from the sling, I think, right?
Righteousness shall prevail.
Oh, fuck. Another booby trap, huh? Okay. Oh, you know what? Folks have been saying I should try turning undead. Let's try it. Did it work? Did I turn undead? Have I turned them? Maybe I did.
Very well.
Did I turn undead? I don't think they attacked. I'm not sure what turning undead does. My other reference for turning undead is that it is just like a fear effect. Okay, let's heal up a bit.
What is it now?
Is this maybe better? Because they did have a hold effect, right? As much as I like the idea of the dagger +2, maybe being immune to hold is better here. Let's get a bless going as well. Why not? Oh shit, Jan was away.
I can do that. Very
Okay.
well.
Anything we need to deal with here?
Got it.
Doesn't seem like it. Another skull. Oh, this one isn't incomplete. This skull is chipped and scratched, its surface scored with numerous tooth marks. Damn, someone was munching.
What would you ask?
Okay, well, let's get these. Can pass that over to you. Have a drink. Stash that. Are these the same description? Yeah.
It's so... We must enter the tomb.
What? Why? A tomb within a tomb? A little redundant, don't you think? I don't think I do. Sorry, I've got a strict one tomb break-in a day policy. You don't give the orders here, Hexxat. Where is the treasure? What? Why?
It's the only way to get to... the treasure.
Okay. The treasure's in there? If you want the treasure so bad, then you get it in. Then you get in. No treasure is worth this. The treasure is in there?
The way to it lies within. Be careful.
I don't understand why you can't come with me. Go into the dark and spooky tomb, but make sure to be careful. Kind of sending mixed messages here, or there. I shall investigate this tomb. I don't think I do. Huh. You can't come with me?
I cannot. You must go.
Very well. If I must, I shall investigate this tomb. Fine, but this treasure of yours better be worth it. I've wasted enough time for this with this nonsense. Farewell, Hexxat. Alright, I'll look. It seems there is a tomb within a tomb in Dragomir's tomb. Whoever designs these places must be mad, drunk, or possibly both. Also, urbane, witty, handsome, charming. A real prize. Ugh, okay. Let's see. Hexxat wants me to get into the tomb. It's a foreboding place, but if I'm to solve the mystery of what drives her, I must enter. Okay.
As you wish.
Sure. Well, where is it, though? This doesn't seem to be it.
Just as I would have thought.
This? Oh, fuck!
Jon Jonsson at your service. This will be simple. It shall
Jon,
be done with
super
skill
fast
and
disarm
care,
maneuver!
If not ready.
Shit!
No time at all.
Okay.
Agents of
Take
with vengeance.
Oh, she's pretty rough, huh? I know she's supposed to sound like out of it,
Yes.
but man, her
Required.
in combat thing being, it's really rough. That's really wild. I feel like you just need to give her a different line to say, right? So it sounds less, I don't know, disillusioned or whatever. Because that should be how she sounds, but maybe she shouldn't say that. She should just be like,
No, this is wrong. The sleeper is near, but not here.
who is this sleeper? What does this sleeper have to do with the treasure? The sleeper? I came here seeking treasure, Hexxat. Hexxat, what the fuck is a sleeper? I came here seeking treasure.
The sleeper is the treasure.
What is the sleeper? Could you put a rough estimate on an average sleeper's street value? What are we looking at here? 1 million gold pieces? Less? Man, this is rough. Man, this feels so obviously of a different ilk. Oh my gosh, this is rough. This is the Fallout 4 sarcasm option, isn't it? That's what it is. This is Fallout 4 picking sarcasm at every single stretch. I know not what this sleeper is, but it matters little. Our versions of what qualifies as great treasure are clearly very different things. I shall leave you to pursue yours, and thank you to do the same as I seek mine. I want to take a moment to talk about, like, sarcasm and more broadly, like, comedy in games. I feel like we're at a point where we have just established that in games comedy is so difficult to write, right? Maybe easiest is when it's intentionally done very campy, and it's like with a wink and a nod, but even that can start to grate on you if it's done too heavily, right? I feel like Jon Jonsson is a good example of this, and I feel like it works with Jon because it is of an era, and we sort of know, okay, this is from the 90s, this tracks, this is kind of campy, but it is that kind of like 90s camp when it comes to comedy most of the time. Sometimes Jon is actually just fucking brutal, as we've seen recently with Keldor, and that was fucking wild. That was fucking wild. But yeah, I feel like Jon Jonsson works well because we have the wherewithal to know, like, this when this character was written, and, like, it works within that framing, right? Whereas here, Not to say the Hexxat is, of course, very funny. Hexxat is clearly playing like the straight man in this. But here with the dialogue options, the writing here, I don't know, right? It has to do... I feel like there's a lot of importance upon when you're trying to be funny in a game. It's so difficult to make it work if it is the game itself being funny, right? And in this sense, I even include like having a sort of delineated option to pick to be funny, or like we said, like Fallout 4's sarcasm options, right? They don't work out so well the majority of the time. There are a few bangers in Fallout 4, make no mistake, but they would have hit ever harder if there was not an ever-present sarcasm option, you know? I feel like the best way, especially in role-playing games maybe, and certainly in like when you're afforded a lot of emergent stuff, I feel like humor in games is at its best, usually. There are some games that are just really funny, right? But granted, what is funny is super subjective, right? Maybe the best way to leverage comedy in a video game is to have it entirely be on the onus of the player, right? In this case, maybe you could reason that this is having the onus of being funny on the player, right? But I still have to read the bad dialogue, right? I still have to physically lay my eyes upon it and read it. When I say have the onus of the player being funny, I mean like, sort of, you are playing the game, you go through the game, you make a funny observation, or you have the game function through like emergent gameplay or whatever in a funny way, and that is funny. Right? It shouldn't be within the game itself that you're trying to be funny unless you're really good at it, right? Because in most places, most games are not good at it because games are so much more difficult than I would say any other medium to be funny due to the interactive nature. Like, a lot of comedy, I feel, has to do with timing and just vibes, you know? If you go into something, you know, but by vibes, I mean, like, if you go into something and you're expecting, oh, this is going to be funny, it immediately, your bar goes up so much higher for what is funny. Whereas if you're in something that is otherwise fairly serious, right, and there's just a moment of comedic relief, that can hit so much harder. It's like in a serious drama that you may be watching or whatever, and there's just like a weird, strange, funny little moment that happens. It hits so much better. It can be so incredibly hilarious within the drama, but if it were within a comedy, you're just like, okay, right? I think a great example of this, in games at least, is Disco Elysium, which I would argue is one of maybe the funniest games we have ever played, one of the most deliberately funny games that we have ever played on the channel, right? And the way in which it accomplishes that, I think, and why it works so well for me, is because it does have a lot of things that are very intentionally funny, right? And it does have like a lot of absurd moments, and a lot of moments where you can opt into being like a fucking dumbass goofball, right? But it works well because the rest of the game is incredibly dire and oppressive, right? It has that same dramatic tone shift wherein it hits so much better because everything else in the game is not only well written, but it is so just intensely fucking melancholic, probably like at least 2/3, 3/4 of the time, right? Everything else is so dire and like shit makes you be reduced to tears frequently, right? So when the comedy comes, it is seen as like an escape, right? But I don't think Baldur's Gate 2 is quite on that level, right? And maybe that is what they wanted to try and go with here on this quest. But they're only like, we're minutes into the quest, You know, we just entered the tomb, right? We only just got this foreboding sort of mood. I don't know. There's so many reasons why comedy in games is just so incredibly difficult, you know? Like, you can have weird, goofy vibes and stuff, but I don't know. It's just very difficult to pull off. I feel like you're so much better to not even attempt it and just have, like I said, a lot of the funny moments come from the person playing the game, right? Like, like I said, it's the difference between you're in a game playing it, or you're watching a Let's Play, right? Let's extrapolate it even further. You're watching someone play a video game, and something funny happens in that Let's Play. It's typically, at least in my experience, as someone who also watches them on occasion, or a stream or whatever, it hits a lot better and it's a lot more funny because it feels a lot more genuine and real in the moment and improvised. Whereas if you go to like a stand-up comedy event or whatever, right? You're watching stand-up. There is an expectation beforehand that this is meant to be funny, right? You're expected like, oh, everything being said here is building up to something being funny. Ergo, it is that much harder. Whereas if you're watching, like I said, for instance, a Let's Play, there is no guarantee that anything will be funny. It's purely out of happenstance. Who knows when something funny could happen? It could be at a moment's notice. You never know, right? There is the pretense of the situation is integral to the comedy itself, I think, right? Anyway, sorry, we got way off topic here. Sorry. Already we've run over time for what I was hoping to do with this video. All right. The sleeper is a treasure. Okay. You know what? I know not what this sleeper is, but it matters little. Our versions of what qualifies as great treasure are clearly very different things. I shall leave you to pursue yours, and thank you to do the same as I seek mine. What is the sleeper?
Hexxat.
Okay. Yeah, it's Hexxat. It's Hexxat, right?
All right, then.
And just as well, I feel like leaving comedy up into the hands of the player via, like, emerging gameplay moments and just making, like, goofy observations and stuff, it sort of absolves you of the burden of subjective taste, right? Wherein comedy is so specific to the person, right? It's so specific to, like, your own experiences as a human being as to, like, what it is that you find funny and to what degree, you know? Like, maybe you are into, like, observational humor, right? Like, you know, Seinfeld was iconic for that. Maybe you prefer slapstick, right? Which, you know, later seasons of this is criticisms of later seasons of Seinfeld as Larry David left the writing team, wherein it became significantly more slapstick, right? That you still have iconic scenes from that show where, like, you know, George is pushing the Frogger machine across the highway. Incredibly slapstick, but very, very different vibe from the earlier Larry David written sort of scenes of Seinfeld and whatnot, you know? Incredibly different. Okay.
What?
But by giving the choice and agency of when something is funny to the player, you just remove all of the issue of, well, what if the player doesn't find this funny? Well, then you just have it to where the player only interacts with a moment if they find it funny, right? If the player thinks it's funny, then let them lean into it if they want, you know? It's brilliant in and of itself. You sort of leverage the strength of video games, which is that they are interactive stories and media, right? To where you can sort of get around the idea of having to completely author everything, you know? Okay. Yeah, this definitely seems like the end of the line here. At least as far as we can go. It looks like we may crop up in, like, another section. I don't know. Can we open this?
Reflex. Yes.
Okay. Let's move this. Actually, can I ID that? No. Heavy on. Look at these. Good. Protection from undead. Oh. Friends. What else was in there? Another head. Pass that over to you.
Very well.
Okay. Sure. How about over here? Okay, yeah. Alright, I think when next we come back, we'll just go up on in here, right? I thought we would, but my fucking ass got carried away yapping. Oh my god, I can't fucking shut my damn mouth. Holy hell, we made it like a few feet. We barely got anywhere. Wow, welcome to a fucking Lyle Schnub playthrough, wherein I can't help but fucking talk. Alright, when next we return, we're going inside. What's gonna be in there? I don't know. We could pop out elsewhere. We could go into some weird sort of demon dimension. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna find Hexxat's true form. It's gonna be a scary monster. Until next time, please take care of each other.